Welcome one and all. We're going to go through a GCSE Chemistry past paper question on chemical equations. This is linked to structure and bonding as well as chemical formulae. Let's get started. This question is about sodium. Sodium reacts with chlorine. What is the balanced equation for the reaction? And we have a choice of 4. It's a multiple choice question. First of all, let's look at the structure and bonding for each substance and link this to their formulae. It is never possible to balance the chemical equation if you have the wrong formulae for the substances. You cannot balance a chemical equation by changing their formulae. Let's look at sodium first. Sodium has a giant structure. A lattice of metal cations is surrounded by delocalized electrons. The two-dimensional diagram shows this structure. The attractions between the cations and delocalized electrons are metallic bonds. There is only one type of atom present. Sodium is an element. There are no molecules present. The formula for sodium is Na. The formula for any metal when it exists as an element is just the chemical symbol. For example, calcium is Ca and potassium is K. Now let's take a look at chlorine. Chlorine has a molecular structure, sometimes called simple. The diagram on the left shows this structure. Covalent bonds occur between non-metal atoms. The electrons in the covalent bond are shared. The dot and cross diagram on the right shows the electrons shared between two atoms in a chlorine molecule. There is only one type of atom present, so chlorine is an element. The formula for chlorine is Cl2 because there are two chlorine atoms in each molecule. Chlorine is said to be diatomic. Other diatomic elements include oxygen, O2, nitrogen, N2, and the rest of the halogens. Finally, let's take a look at the product, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride has a giant structure when solid. The diagram on the left shows the structure of solid sodium chloride. When a metal reacts with a non-metal, an ionic bond is formed. Metal atoms lose electrons to become positive ions known as cations. Sodium is in group 1, it has one outer shell electron. When this electron is lost, an Na+ cation is formed. Non-metal atoms gain electrons to become negative ions known as anions. Chlorine is in group 7, it has 7 outer shell electrons. When this electron is gained, a Cl- anion is formed. The dot and cross diagram on the right shows that electrons are transferred to make an ionic bond. There is more than one type of atom present, so sodium chloride is a compound. There are no molecules present. The ions combine in the ratio that makes a neutral substance, 1:1 in this case. Other ionic compounds include potassium oxide, K2O, and calcium fluoride, CaF2. Now we have the correct formula for each substance, we can work out the balanced equation. Only one of the 4 options has got sodium as Na, chlorine as Cl2, and sodium chloride as NaCl, so it has to be the third choice there. However, a more difficult question would be to give the balanced equation for the reaction between calcium and oxygen, and I'll leave that one with you. Here are the details of the question that we've just gone through. Comments, questions and suggestions are always welcome. Thanks for watching.